performer who's been working and making a living off performing, because Apple, for one, I love the product, and then two, Apple really kind of operates by different standards than most retail gigs. So they very brand support of people who are in the arts and such. And so it was really just the kind of environment I needed to be in. And I spent the rest of my time in New York working with them. But my health was still no good. And finally, my lease ran out. And I was like, okay, well, I might as well I should go home. Just the way my health was, the kind of medical bills I was having to split, I needed to go home. So I went home. I came back to Oklahoma. And it was a really hard time for me. It was extremely hard. I was sad, honestly, and I was kind of lost, and I stopped singing. And I refused to sing. I even got mad at people if they asked me. And I was just kind of going through the motions, working with Apple, and I was not social. I wasn't hanging with friends or anything. Then I happened to run into an old friend that I was best friends with back in high school. And it was Yadah. And it was just, a short encounter. He was just doing a gig, and that's usually how we would always run into each other. But and that just was pleasant and relative. But then later on down the road, maybe a year after I come home, we happened to reconnect via Facebook at a time when we were both going through some really deep and dark stuff. And as friends, we were like, let's just get together outside of study, and miss each other. And long story short, we fell in love. And then we got married. And then the music happened. And I'm singing. And I'm not just singing now, I'm singing better than I ever did. And I'm singing my own music from my heart.
Yeah.
And we're succeeding. We're living off of it. I'm not working another job. I'm actually making a living off of music.
Wow, we're going to stop you right there, because it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, we're going to go to you guys' first song. The first song that I heard from your guys' manager, she sent this to me, and I was like, yeah, let's do an interview with him. It was called Can I Get a Light? So, Adam, talk to me about this real quick, and then we're going to come back with your testimony after this.
Awesome.
So, go ahead and tell me about this song right here.
All right. Can I Get a Light is a special song for us because it was the first song that we ever worked on together, actually.
Oh, wow.
It happened when we were still very much friends. And see, the night where it happened was kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A turning point?
Pivotal moment.
Yeah, it was definitely a pivotal moment. What happened was we were doing what had at this point become a regular routine, just hanging out every day. And so this day we didn't have anything particular to do. So we were like, well, let's go up to the university and just get on the piano and just, kill time that way. So I was on the piano, and Kim, being her classic goofy self, was laying on top of the piano, almost falling asleep. And I was like, well, let's write a song.
Wow.
And so I started noodling around, and the first thing I played was the chord progression and melody line for Can I Get a Light. It just literally came out of me all at once. That's about as far as that song went for close to a year, really. Like, we had these changes, and we had an idea. We even had a title for it and what we wanted to write about. But it's just, the final pieces weren't ready. So we're both big on leaning on God's time and not forcing things, just letting them happen when God delivers them. So we finished the song when we were in India, which is where we ended up right after we first got married. We did a 6-month performance contract in India. And just a few weeks before we were scheduled to come back home, we sat down and we had this whole concert, this homecoming concert scheduled, and we wanted to do Can I Get a Light? So we sought out to write it again, and it came to us. So the song has a lot to do with our story, a lot to do with the fact that we both found each other in dark places. And the miracle is that though we were both in dark places, somehow these two depressed people were able to come together and be a light for each other. And only God can do that. So that's what the song is that's like the under sub-story of the song. And it's literally just talking about, you know, all the darkness we go through in day-to-day life. Can I get a light, God? Can I get a light?
All right, so we
everybody back.
say that one more time. I'm sorry.
No, and that's looking everyone's ass at some point in their trial and their storms. You know, I need to see the end of this, guys. You know.
Yes. So let's hop into that. Can I Get a Light? We'll be back with Adam and Kizzie after this on Yadah the King Radio. Here we go.
wish I could escape. Just press fast forward and everything is okay. Can't take another minute trying to keep it together. Can't see what the heck is other. Stormy weather. No, don't wanna stay here. Take me away. No, don't wanna be here. Want a new day. I'm looking for the exit, Lord. Help me escape. Can you give a little light and I'll be on my way?
Get your shine on for me, your weak eyes won't see. Lord, please let your light from heaven shine on me. In the blind zone with both wings flying on E. By no means should boats be flying so steep. They're designed so cheap, but green eyes don't blink, you see. Money doesn't grow where the pine cones sleep. But keep right on with both feet high on G to the OD with no B, Y-O-B. And be all that you can be, boy, he died on T. Now we lie, but Jesus said to rely on me. And it's a jungle out there where the lion sleeps. And he piles on fleece so he can lie on sheep. But the mighty word of God is a light on feet. They just might roam free, see why on me. We on high, I mean nosebleed high on peace. We drop rock, paper piece, sign on 3, yeah.
Why can't you show me the way out of this night and return me today? When I was right and I was on my way. Can I get a little light? Please won't you help me escape out of this fight and into better days?
I told this kid to send me 5 beats. I'll turn around and send you 5 songs. Good soul under the concrete. My, look how this roses grow. Frustrated with no clip view, my lane in my rear view. Numb cause they don't feel you. Tired of trying to steer through this filthiness that steers due as I shift through this red light. Me and Whitney linked up. Hello dreams, good night to the mundane, that numb pain and the unsung. Give you a piece of my brain and it's loose change, then I'm done. Really thought this 2 cents was too much. We too deep with the roof up. These internet thugs are ruthless. They'll cock aim at us. So when the feedback wasn't hate that, but feed us. I already had my feet up. The only thing brought me back was Jesus. To my Lord, I'm a slave, so I kindly turn the page. Gave the people what they craved, hit them with that mass parade. This was around the same time that Lamont threw me shade. Church clothes getting made, second baby on the way. My 4th baby on the way. That's still hard to discuss, save it for another day. I told this kid to send me 5 beats. I'll turn around and send you 5 songs. My little brother's about to tie the knot. My, where has the time gone? Autumn is here now and I ain't got a label still. Mark told me, Dre, you don't need a record deal. Cause every time I see a fan of HP, they look me dead in the eyes and tell me just how that record feels. We'll just let that ink dry, his name up on that line. I almost let this dream die, I'm thinking at my time. What's up? I'm like, dear Lord, can you please show me a sign? Cause I am just a passenger, this life ain't even mine. I got a meeting with Collision after listening to the vision. I saw it was on a mission. Father, you have my attention. Father, you have my attention. Other labels in contention, but my heart made a decision. Now I'm on Harper Street in Act-Town and I'm feeling like a king. The cipher is complete now, this feeling so serene. We ain't played a game, feeling like we won a ring. Every time I hear Imagine, I feel like I'm in a dream. I told this kid to send me 5 beats. I turn around and send you 5 songs. I got an album on the way now. My, look at the seeds. This is more pressure than I've ever seen, more than I've ever had. I'm trying to be your husband, the same time a dad. The same time I'm a rapper, I'm a college grad that's working full time, the best job I ever had. At times, I'm a stranger to reality, passenger of the night. Yeah, I'm chasing vanity, became a casualty of my own war. I sit and ask myself, what is it all for? Billboard, iTunes, the cosigns, the interviews. Sometimes I wanna write, but I'm not in the mood. I got the vehicle, but I don't wanna move. Cause I don't wanna fail, I just wanna bail. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid to lose. But then I see my friends, and I see my kin, walking in the dark, running into sin. How can you see it if you don't dream? How can you hit it if you don't swing? So gold rush is what I gotta bring. I'll see you 7913.
All right, we back here on Yadah the King Radio. That was 7913 by Dre Murray, produced by Wit. And I'm with Adam and Kizzie right now. Kizzie shared her testimony. Adam, man, talk to me, bro. How did you come to know the Lord?
Okay. Well, for me, it was a little different because I always grew up knowing who God was, knowing the Lord. My father's a pastor. I grew up in church. I grew up playing in church. But as far as really experiencing a life-changing moment where I knew that I had to follow Christ 100% wholeheartedly, that actually